What's up, everybody? Nello Angelo here. Do you like the new look? Maybe? Kinda? No? Whatever. So, in case you're wondering what the hell's on my face, no, these are not sunglasses. I mean, I guess you kind of say they're sunglasses, but these are actually the XREAL Air AR glasses. I guess the AR stands for augmented reality. I guess it's like a different variants of virtual reality. So, where, you know, you can still see somewhat your surroundings, even though you still have like little monitors in your glasses that are supposed to be like OLED quality, which is actually pretty cool. I actually like that because it does look almost exactly like watching it on my OLED TV, which is actually kind of a real nice touch. Um, so I did purchase these. I was a little skeptical about them at first because of the fact that, I'm like, well, they're glasses, and would I be able to wear my regular glasses over them, or would I just have to bite the bullet and go back to getting contacts? Because I have worn contacts in the past, but like after a while, they kind of gotten to the point where they were really, really bugging me. Like I always had to put eye drops in my eyes because they were always drying out. So I know my cousin wears contacts, so I'm not sure if he just got lucky because he still wears them, or maybe if that happens to him a lot. So that's the reason why I end up going back to glasses. Um, if you hear any fan noise in the background, I apologize. That's just my computer because I have to sit so close because of the way how I have my setup at the moment, and I'll explain that why when we go a little bit further into this video. So this is, I guess, what you call like a kind of like a partial unboxing because I'm already wearing the product and it's a good thing I didn't do an actual unboxing, or else I would have looked like an idiot when I was connected to my Steam Deck because for some reason there was get no picture, even though it should have been just plug and play. You just plug it into the Steam Deck and you get a picture, boom, right on your glasses. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what the box looks like and explain what comes in the box since I'm already wearing the product. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these glasses real quick. And these glasses do have a sensor right here. So what happens is that when you take off the glasses, when they're further so much distance away from something, it turns off, which is kind of convenient. That way you're not completely draining the battery, like whether or not if you're hooking this up to like your phone or your Steam Deck, or in this other case, my One X player. So those three devices, I can just plug this device directly into and get a picture on my glasses. Unfortunately, for like on my computer, like I am right now, or if I want to use my Switch, because apparently the Switch doesn't do USB Type C to video. You have to actually still use the dock, which kind of sucks. And then my Xbox, and then whatever HDMI based devices, there's a unique adapter you have to buy, which I will show that in this video before I get onto like the demonstration of me actually wearing the glasses playing some Dead Space remake. And the way how I have it set up is usually I have the game full screen, but I have it set up where it's the game's on one side and then me on that way you kind of see what it looks like with me. And then I'm also going to show you what it looks like with my glasses on. Now it's going to look a little kind of ridiculous with the glasses because now these are going to be sticking out a little bit more, and at the same time it does create a little bit more weight. So looking down or something like that, it not as bothersome as having an actual VR headset because you don't have all that weight pulling your head forward, but you do feel it after a while. But so by my understanding, I think they advertise I forgot if it's like a 201-inch screen or whatnot. But yeah, it you don't think it does, but in realistic, it is like you're sitting in front of like a really big ass TV, because like even though it's right there in your face, like sometimes you still have to look around with your eyes. So yes, it is like watching a big ass TV, like sitting close to a big ass TV. So like, so if you're one of those people that get motion sickness easily, probably not a good idea to wear these. I was playing the other day on my Steam Deck. I was playing Alien Breed. It's a overhead type, not a side scroller, but I don't know how to explain it. But you can shift the level to different angles, and there was a couple times when I wouldn't say I was getting motion sickness, but I was feeling a little something. But I'm not sure it's not because at the same time, like having two pair of glasses on at the same time, so it's kind of like putting a little extra pressure on my nose and pulling my head forward a little bit. But when I was also playing some Call of Duty Infinity Warfare earlier just to test it out, I did feel like a little motionness because of the first person, turning around, the quick actions and stuff like that. But you eventually can get used to it. And would these be good for competitive gaming? Maybe, maybe not. It just depends on you. Like I said, I tried a couple of multiplayer games on Infinity Warfare, and surprisingly, for someone who hasn't played in a while, now granted, I am not the greatest Call of Duty player, nor do I play competitively, or else, because I just accepted the fact that I just suck. So I'll just continue doing like YouTube videos and streams of me being agitated, playing story-driven games just to entertain people and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. But anyways, back to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So first match, I think I got I think I got 9 kills, which technically ain't too bad for someone who hasn't played in a long time. And then the second round, I started off kind of crappy, but then I think I ended with like 15 or 18 kills. I ended up in the top 3 of my team, but we lost, so obviously I didn't make it into the top 3 of the finale. But so let me go ahead. I'll take these off. So the screen on this is going to go off, but I did test it earlier, so with the webcam and everything, it's still going to be running, so I can still see what's going on my phone as I'm showing you like the box and then explaining what comes in the said box besides the glasses and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and remove my headset really quick, and then I'll take the glasses off, put the headset back on, and then we'll go ahead and go over the different items that came in, and then I'll plug it into my Steam Deck, and I'll try and hold it as close as I can to my webcam to so you can see what it looks like from my perspective to the best as it can appear. And then after that, we'll do a quick little gameplay demonstration of some Dead Space with me wearing the headset while streaming here on Twitch. So give me about a second. Alright, the headset is off. Hopefully you guys can still hear me with the headset. I've heard some kind of weird beeping. Not sure what that was. What's up, Crystal? Alright, so anyways, I'm already starting to open up the damn box without even showing it. So this is the box that it comes in. So nice, small, compact, which is nice. Well, it's a pair of glasses, so it should be small. If it came in a really big ass box, I'd be like, this ain't like the the 1950s or earlier when when our grandparents and stuff were young, where like you ordered shit and it comes in a big ass box that wasn't necessary. Alright, so this is the actual box underneath, or inside I should say, that contains like your glasses. Alright, thank you for that. So basically this is what it looks like when you open it. The carrying case for the glasses, where did I, oh here we go. The carrying case for the glasses, which is nice. It goes in this middle spot. So inside you get a microfiber cloth. This is where the glasses sit, and then underneath is where your USB cable for the glasses go into. And this, not sure what this is. This was in the case. I'm assuming. I don't think this is. Oh, here it is. So apparently, I don't know what the hell this circular foamy thingy is for, but here's this one little piece that I saw in a video that shows you how to pop in and out like the nose pieces, because it comes with 2 other nose pieces that you could set to fit to your face. And also at the same time, they do provide like prescription. I'm not sure what they're called, but like damn it, I just researched it. But anyways, they're little frames that you can take. They come with little prescription frames that you can take into your optometrist, or if you already know like your prescription measurements and your pupillary distance, there are websites where you can like get them custom made. But other than that, you could go to your optometrist and say, hey, I have these inserts. Do you think you can design some frames just like this to fit these? They should be able to do it, but if they don't specialize in it, then I guess you would have to find someone else, but that would make no sense. But let me see. Actually, let me go ahead and pull out the inserts just so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. But for those of you who pretty much wear glasses, you should know what I'm talking about anyways. But here are the inserts. Let me go ahead and pull these out. So these are the prescription inserts that you can potentially have tailored to your eye prescription and then insert them. That way you don't have to wear these on top of your regular glasses like I have to. Worst comes to worst, maybe later on down the road I might just say screw it and invest in contacts again, but at the same time kind of don't really want to, but because the issues I had with them in the past. But then again, I can always make do with wearing my glasses over, or having these worn over my regular glasses. I mean, yeah, it'll be a little. It's a little uncomfortable at first, but I did figure out a way how they actually don't. Yeah, it's a box in a box or so. I figured out a different way where it's not as uncomfortable, but like if you lean forward, then yeah, you're gonna feel more weight on your nose, and it's gonna feel like it's pulling your head forward. So kind of a good idea to like just look straight forward, or maybe look up a little bit, or if you have like a reclining chair with a headrest, just lay back, relax, and just do your thing. So another reason why I also bought these too is, I mean, I know I've said to myself many times, like, okay, I bought a Steam Deck and I bought a Nintendo Switch for the portability purpose. So it's like, why would I want to bother, docking it or connecting like to an external monitor, because defeats the purpose of it being portable, blah blah blah. But the reason why I bought these glasses is, eventually as you get older, I mean, like my kids, like when they're on their phones, like they could be like down like this fucking excuse my language, they could be like this all damn day and not bother them. But as you get older, you know, your neck starts to bother you, especially when you're looking down at an awkward position. Or I don't really get motion sickness in cars, but like I remember one time when I was playing my Nintendo Switch in my friend's car on our lunch break, like from the driving and looking down, I did start to feel a little motion sickness, but like if I looked up, I was perfectly fine. So that's another reason why I bought these glasses, because then you could just basically wear them, look straight forward, and then you can have like your Steam Deck, 1X player, or whatever, just sitting on your lap and just playing while you still got a screen right there in front of your face, which I think is pretty cool. So let me go ahead and show you what it would look like if I put my glasses on and then put this over it. So give me a second real quick. Okay. Alrighty. Up and make myself look dumb dumb. What the hell are my damn glasses? Like I said, laugh at the idiot because screwed up. It doesn't. The hell he's. I know there's got to be somewhere nearby because I can't. Oh, I put my damn ass in it. All right, so then again, I'm here for shit. Yes, Crystal, I am. And no, I almost on another thing. Kind of feels like break them, but so I guess I maxed out. I have my glasses on down. How it's just right. How I like to kind of or pretty much get it over and have go a little bit off to the side, so glasses are makes it wearing glasses. I'm not sure if you can hear me because the mic is kind of far away, but it could just be me just yammering and just wasting my time. So yeah, so this is what it would look like with me wearing my glasses. So like if you're the type where you still need to read small print, it would be a good idea if you wear glasses. You could wear them over your glasses like this. Probably wouldn't recommend it like in public, but say if you're on an airplane or something like that, and it's a long flight, screw it. Why not? I mean, you're only going to see these people like what once in your life ever again, versus like if you're at a cafe or something and people are constantly going in and out, or if vision, or not vision, but print and stuff like that's not a thing, and you're just doing it for entertainment, just take your glasses off, throw these on, put on your cell phone or Steam Deck, whatever, and game on while you're, having your coffee and stuff like that. Um, so let me go ahead and connect this thing to the Steam Deck, and then, because I already have it powered up, should still be powered up, and then I'll show you how to do the adapter. I can't really show you, I'll just explain to you, but I'll show you what the adapter looks like, and then I can just explain it as I physically show you on how I got my computer running to these glasses right now, because it's not on the TV. So let me go ahead and disconnect from the computer. I'll take these glasses off real quick, and then I'll connect to my Steam Deck, and then I'll try and hold them to the camera so you can get a view of how it would look on, if you're wearing them. But like I said, just like when I first looked into OLED TVs, the YouTube videos, they don't do it justice. You have to physically see it. I took a gamble, bought an OLED, fell in love with it. Well, the first OLED was an OLED gaming monitor, which my brother-in-law is currently borrowing right now because I ended up getting an OLED TV. Which, why would you go from a gaming monitor to a TV? Well, the reason why I did that is because I got the LG OLED TVs, and those ones are actually certified for gaming. Like, they're the very first TVs that were actually certified not certified as in they're certified for NVIDIA G-Sync per se, but they can utilize the NVIDIA G-Sync, I guess you would say unofficially. But that's the reason why I bought it, and I've had no issues with it. Like, there's no ghosting or anything like that, because I remember one time helping my brother-in-law with some Doom Eternal, like how there's like, you could notice the input lag going from a gaming monitor to a regular TV. So yeah, so there's no input lag whatsoever on this TV. That's the reason why I love it, and hence why, I got this monitor, it's just sitting there, but might as well utilize it. So let me go ahead and loan it to my brother-in-law for the time being so he can utilize it. That way it's getting some miles on it. So let me go ahead and take these off, connect them to my Steam Deck, and then I will show you what they look like in front of the webcam. Okay, the glasses are now connected to my Steam Deck, but of course, because the glasses don't detect anything nearby, let me go ahead and put my finger over the sensor. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I'm going to try and pull this forward. Not sure how it's going to look, but let's see. So, I mean, it's not the best, but like I said, it's one of those things where you have to experience it in person. I had my sister try it, and my brother-in-law tried it. They both thought it was like pretty cool. My sister said, in her own words, that it's a lot, in her opinion, it's a lot better than using an Oculus, because she said that using an Oculus VR headset made her get motion sickness. So let me go ahead and disconnect from my Steam Deck now. And then I'll connect that back to the computer when I do the actual computer demonstration. But let me go ahead and turn this off for right now, since I don't need it anymore for demonstration purposes. Okay, so now how do you get your Switch, your Xbox, or my computer, like how I am now, to connect to these glasses, since apparently, not sure if my computer has the capability. I don't think it does. I don't think the graphics card has a USB Type-C port, but for like the Nintendo and the Xbox, that's strictly only HDMI. It doesn't do USB Type-C pass-through with video. What you would have to get is this adapter here. I can... Actually, you know what? Shouldn't affect... Shouldn't affect anything, since the computer's already on. So, you get this adapter from XREAL, and it's got its own battery source, and this is what's going to power up your glasses, because your glasses needs a source of power, since it doesn't have its own built-in battery. If it had a built-in battery, I'm pretty sure the glasses would probably be a little bit more bulkier and way more. So what it is that you hook a whatever HDMI output to here, and then you hook up your glasses right here, so it transmits the signal to your glasses, and that's the only way, unfortunately, to get your Switch, your Xbox, and whatnot to actually go to your glasses. And the convenient thing is, this part where the HDMI is pops out, because I guess if you have like the for the iPhones, like you have like that weird HDMI dongle thingy or whatever they call it, you could just plug it directly into there, or you could just leave it as is, since I really don't see why you would want to take that out when it's pretty much the same thing, just doing it from the outside. So then, yeah, you just connect it back. Well, I'm going to connect my computer back. That way I can get a picture on these glasses. All right. So now what am I going to do is I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a little Dead Space remake while I'm wearing the glasses. So that way you can see what it looks like while I'm gaming. Oh, I also forgot to mention. So there's also this shield as well that comes with the glasses. So if you want, I wouldn't call it full immersion, but if you want to get the full effects of everything being blacked out to make the picture look 100% I say 100% because it's fully blacked out, but you can still get a pretty good picture. Like, the picture looks pretty damn good with the glasses on with overhead lighting. I think the only time from when I was messing with it yesterday, when I was charging up my truck at the charging station, is that when you have like a bright light directly in front of you, that's when you can actually see the bright light from something else going through the image. But it also depends on how bright the image is on that's currently on your glasses. So like, I was playing Dead Island yesterday, and some of the darker parts you can see, like my instrument cluster or like the bright lighting from the charging station, because it was directly in front of me. But when I was in brighter scene, I wouldn't notice a thing. But so like I said, but since I have the overhead light, it's not going to really affect me whatsoever. But if you want to have like the full immersion experience, just put these over and it'll black out everything, and then you don't have to worry about any light coming through or anything like that to your glasses. So let me go ahead and throw these back on. We'll do a little Dead Space demonstration so you can see what the yeah, so like my sister was saying in the comments, she can see the TV, but it's not too bad. Like I said, if it's bright light in front of you, depending on how bright the image is coming through and how the brightness is on what you're watching is, you may or may not see anything. But if it's overhead lighting like it is right now, it's not going to affect you whatsoever. But like I said, if you want everything completely blacked out, you can throw that shield cover on. So let me go ahead and throw the glasses on, jump into some Dead Space, and then that way you can see how goofy or how it actually looks to have the glasses on while playing. And granted, you can't physically see what I see, but you'll just see the game and me on either other side. But like I said, it's one of those things where you have to personally experience it yourself. So give me 1 second here. Back on. Right. All right, here we go. Back in action. All right. So now, like I said, if you hear a lot of fan noise in the background, I apologize, but it's because I have to sit so close up to my rig because of the limitations of the power cord for your glasses, and because how my HDMI cable is. But I do have a dock coming for my Steam Deck. Technically, I don't really need the dock, but say for instances where, like, if I want to, when I travel, well, I'm not sure if work's going to have me do any more traveling. If they did, that would be nice, because at least then I can dock it. Then it's getting charged at the same time, because unfortunately with the Steam Deck, it's only got one charge port, which is the only USB Type-C port. So if I have the glasses using it, then I can't charge it. It would be one of those things where I have to unplug the glasses and just play the Steam Deck as is, and while charging it. With the One X player, however, it's got two USB Type-C ports, so I can actually wear the glasses and charge it at the same time without having to use a third-party dock. But I may or may not use a dock for that as well, because at least then I can sit comfortably, like in a hotel room, on either on the bed or on a table or a couch, and then use an actual Xbox controller and just hook it up via Bluetooth, since the little mini thumbsticks kind of suck ass anyways. It's just like using a Nintendo Switch, so it's not the best when playing like shooters and stuff like that, because of how the very slightest movement is like a quick turn, because the the short distance that the thumbsticks travel. But for the Steam Deck, it would be a great idea to have a dock because then I can charge my deck while getting video on these. But of course, with the dock, I'd have to use the adapter. That's the reason why I bought the adapter, and I also bought it for like the Nintendo Switch. And again, like I've said before, I bought these purposely for the sake of portability, but at the same time, with these new glasses, I think it's pretty cool having a big screen TV and with OLED, quality where the picture's really nice, colorful, and crisp and vibrant. So enough rambling really quick. Let's go ahead and jump into some Dead Space. And all right, so yeah, we're still recording. I almost hit the button to not. There we go. Wondering where the mouse was. All right.
Emergency. Internal hull breach
So now,
detected.
Basically, I can turn my head anywhere, and the image obviously moves along with me because it's not an actual VR where you move and then you. So I mean, there is an app. It's called the Nebula app on. It's only for Android at the moment. Not sure if there's going to be anything for iPhone. So I'm not sure if the XREAL company are only, they're only into Androids, even though they do mention that you could hook up your iPhone to it, but you need, like I said, the adapter because the iPhones don't support the Type-C to video feature apparently, or maybe that's the older ones, I don't know. But there is no actual app in the iOS store for Nebula for iPhone users, so they won't get that virtual reality type experience if that's something that you're interested in. Me, I'm not. I just like having more of a static image that's right there, so that way I can just focus on one thing. So, and like I said, it is, oh, there it is. So, it is like watching a big ass screen, because even like looking down and around, I do, my eyes do look all over the place. It's not like where I can see everything like straightforward. I mean, you could see everything straightforward, but what I mean by is like if you want to try and read text at the bottom, you really do look down with your eyeballs, which is kind of unique. So it is like sitting in front of a big ass TV. So then, so yeah, this is yeah. So I've already messed around with my Steam Deck and stuff like that. I've also played around with my Xbox Aerial. Like I said, I did some Call of Duty Infinity Warfare just to see how that is. So yeah, you can pretty much game on these if this is something that you're interested in. Now, would I say that this would completely replace my TV? No, I wouldn't say it would replace my TV because I bought the TV because of what it is, the OLED. Now, granted, these are technically OLED quality that they state, so it does look like it's about the same quality that my TV puts out. Maybe not as good, but it's there. But the one advantage of having these is that because, like, I have a small room and I try not to use the AC a lot because we know running AC is not cheap, unfortunately. So one good thing about having these glasses is that if it does get hot as hell, instead of me using the AC, I can just throw a fan on, turn the TV off, connect my Xbox or my computer. Now, obviously, computers run hot all the damn time, but having both the OLED and my gaming computer at the same time, that creates extra heat. So, but like I said, if it gets hot as hell, I can always shut the TV off, connect my computer directly to these, or connect my Xbox to them. The only downside about doing that, like I said, though, is because there's no USB Type-C to Type-C video transfer. I would pretty much have to sit where I'm sitting right now, which is basically right in front of my main TV stand. But at least I can have the luxury of sitting back like this, relaxing, staring off into the abyss like some kind of freaking weirdo with a controller in my hand doing this and still going about my day. So let me go ahead and go back, get out of this really quick, go back to our desktop or my desktop real quick and take these glasses off, and I'll give my little final spiel and whatnot. Let me go ahead and transfer back to my big ugly face. Let me go ahead and take these off really quick. All right, so that is my demonstration of the XREAL AR, excuse me, the XREAL Air AR glasses. So Unfortunately, they're not cheap, so I'm not sure if it's about the same price range, maybe a little bit cheaper. I forget how much a freaking Oculus costs now, but wearing a pair of glasses versus a freaking VR headset that's gonna add weight and cause strain on your head, neck, whatever, I think the glasses are a good buy. And the reason why I say that is because I know there's a unique way where you can hook up your Oculus to your Xbox and whatnot. I looked at a bunch of videos, but they made it sound like it was a difficult process. And then I tried using the virtual desktop on my PC once when I tried playing the Windows version of Gears 5, and it just sucked because you're like I said, it's a virtual desktop. So if you're looking around, you know, you can't really look around. You have to kind of force yourself to look straight because if you look around with your headset, because naturally you kind of do that with the glasses on, you're gonna move away from the image that's being displayed in the virtual reality desktop. So that's why I like these because for the most part, it's mainly just plug and play, static image. The only time the virtual reality thing actually takes effect or works is when you actually use the Nebula app. Let me see what's going on in the text chat real quick. I said TV one. I tried that. Fuck Dead Space. Yeah, Crystal. I know you gave up on Dead Space, but you really need to get back into it. But anyways, so yeah. So would I recommend these? Yes and no. I mean, if you can afford the price point, which these glasses were 379, but I think they were. I mean, it's not really much of a discount, but I think they were like 359 on Amazon, a little bit of a discount. I ended up opting to do the the Affirm. So I think I did the is it the 18-month? I did the 18-month payment plan. I mean, yeah, of course, doing it that way, you're going to be paying a little bit financing, so it's actually going to cost more than what the actual product's worth. But in the end, it's like it's only $30 a month out of my pocket, so I'm not going to complain too much versus just shitting out $360 all at once. I mean, granted, that's what credit cards are for too, but the whole purpose is trying not to use credit cards since I'm trying to pay off credit card debt, and I've been pretty good at it so far. And then same thing with the adapter. I ended up buying that literally last night, and it came in earlier this morning. And I also bought. I know I have extras around, but they're probably in a box somewhere, so I'm not gonna go digging through boxes. So I ended up just buying like a $5 HDMI 6 foot 2.0 cable for traveling purposes, like when I want to take my Nintendo Switch and my Steam Deck. And then I got the dock. The dock it's not an official Steam Deck dock; it's a third-party one, but so it should technically work with the Switch as well. It didn't say it was meant actually for the Switch, but it had the Switch in one of the pictures that I was scrolling through, so I will test it when I get it to make sure it does work for the Switch, and then if it does, that would be for traveling. Or say if I don't want to use my Steam Deck while I'm, at a charging station charging up my truck, I can take my Switch instead. But of course, I'll be taking a little bit more extra accessories just to get the Switch to play on the glasses, which is the only thing that sucks. But other than that, for like the Steam Deck, 1X player. Haven't tried it on my Galaxy Book S since that one's only USB Type C, so I'm pretty sure that one's probably Type C plug and play as well. So yeah, Steam Deck 1X player for sure. You can just grab those, throw the glasses on, and get right into it. But like the other stuff, like your Xbox, computer, Switch, anything that's HDMI driven, you're gonna have to use that little adapter, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to spend a little bit more coin and rearrange some things if you want to use the glasses. Well, not really rearrange things, but if you have like a TV set up in a certain way and your HDMI cables aren't that accessible, then I can see you might have to rearrange things a little bit. Would I recommend them? Honestly, yes. I think it's a great product. Now, like I said, I wouldn't consider it a complete replacement for my TV, but at the same time, like I said, if it gets since the TV generates a lot of heat, it gets hot as hell sometimes, especially since I live in the Bay Area, so this is technically our summer because our summer usually starts at the end of summer, and it's one of those things where Mother Nature in the Bay Area can't decide whether or not she wants to be hot or cold. Like lately, it's been hot during the daytime, then it gets cold as hell at night. It doesn't make sense. It's never consistent where it's like, at least it's not a heat wave where it's like constantly hot and it's also hot as balls at nighttime as well. So now, would these be good for competitive gaming? Like I said, yes and no. For console gaming, maybe yes. PC gaming, probably not, because I know for PC gamers, it's all about frame rates. And when you first get these glasses, unfortunately, you have to update the firmware. You can either update the firmware via through the website, or if you have the Nebula app on Android, that would probably be the easiest way to go. But if you're an iPhone user, then you would have to go to the website and update the firmware on your computer. And then after you update the firmware, then the glasses are capable of doing 60 frames per second. So, because I remember when I first tested these on my Steam Deck, when I tried Resident Evil 4, the original, not the remake, it said it was at 30 frames per second, but the game was really lagging. I'm like, okay, I know 30 frames is not that damn slow. Like it was like playing the game in like super slow motion. But once I updated the firmwares with the Nebula app and reconnected it again to my Steam Deck, it ran at 60 frames per second on Resident Evil 4. It was real smooth. I had my sister try it. That's what she played. She said she liked it. She said she thought it was pretty cool. I had my brother-in-law try it. By my understanding, he said it was pretty cool. Now, granted, would I expect them to shit out $360 for something like this? Probably not, but uh, like I said, if they want to use like their Switch or something like that, they would have to buy the adapter, which sucks. So there's no real portability in it for either of them if they were to try it. So me, there's a little bit more portability because I got the Steam Deck, I got my One X player, and then with this new dock coming in, it's yeah, it's a grand. It's probably one or two extra accessories I gotta take with me just to get the damn Switch to work. Like if I'm out and about charging my vehicle, or like say if work sends me out somewhere and if I want to use my Nintendo Switch with these, a few little extra accessories I gotta take. But overall, I think they are really great glasses. Like I said, it's not gonna replace my TV, but it's a good alternative where if it gets hot as hell and I want to continue a game on either my Xbox or on my Switch, I can just switch the glasses, and then that way I ain't gotta worry about roasting to death in my room with this hot ass TV and also with my computer running at the same time because the computer adds extra heat because you can only do so much with an outside fan, especially since when it's hot, all it is going to circulate in outside heat into your room, and then using a ground fan, basically all a ground fan does, especially if your room's already hot as Satan's nutsack, it's all you're doing is just throwing hot air in your face, which is not that good. So, what would I rate these on a scale of 1 to 5? I would say a 4 because they're great, but I'm pretty sure they could. I'm pretty sure there's other ways that they can improve these. And you would then this button right here, not sure if you could see, that would actually, if you're wearing the glasses, pushing it once will actually turn the screen off, and pushing it on will actually turn the screen back on. Or you could just put the glasses on and off and turn the screen. This adjusts your brightness, and then I guess apparently if you hold the button down for like 2 to 3 seconds, this acts as a volume button, and then to switch back to brightness mode, you'd have to hold down the buttons again. So uh, so this is how the glasses actually look. So you got the screens. I think the screens project up there, but then they shoot down and reflect down into here or whatever, and then the actual glasses frames like that. So I'd say it's a cool product. Like I at first was gonna say, you know what, let me go ahead and give these a try, and if they don't work out, I'll just return them. But I really do enjoy them. They actually have made me want to play my Steam Deck more. I mean, yeah, I do play the Steam Deck a lot when like I said, when I'm out and about charging my electric vehicle, or say if work sends me out somewhere. But now it's just convenient just having something like a big screen in front of you. You could sit back, relax, have your Steam Deck on your lap, playing without having to do this, getting your arms getting tired, or like say if you lay them down like on a table, sometimes your forearms start to go numb. You ain't got to worry about that anymore. You can just sit on your lap in a comfortable position while looking straight ahead. So I think it's a great product. I think it's just all based on preference. I mean, yeah, if I had to choose between this and like the Oculus or like any other type of VR headset, I would definitely take these glasses over that. Because like I said, for the most part, it's plug and play. A little extra accessory if you want to hook up your Xbox and stuff like that. But other than that, great product. So yeah, that was my little demonstration. I might do another review. Actually, a review video. Later on, review video might not really be necessary because there's not really much extra to kind of talk about. I mean, like I said, if you're a glasses wearer, the only inconvenience is you would have to definitely put these over your head, especially if wanting to read like small text is your thing, or is an issue for you with not having glasses on. Because I think the text comes out just fine. It's not perfect. It's a little blurry without my glasses, but obviously everything looks crystal clear with the glasses on. But so I may at a later time invest in doing contacts again. If not, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing by throwing them over my regular glasses. I mean, hell, it works. It's not as uncomfortable as wearing a VR headset, and the little great experience. And like I said, if you're the type that gets motion sickness, probably not a good idea to wear, especially because you're simulating sitting in front of a big ass screen TV, and I know sitting super close to a big screen TV, especially with a lot of movement, does give you the experience of motion sickness. But if that's something that doesn't bother you, I'd say by all means, if you can afford it, or if it's something that you want for traveling, or not even traveling, but like say you're on your Steam Deck or your Switch, and you get bored, just look, not bored, but like I said, as you get older, it's not the same when you're a kid where you can like do this all day, every day, no problem. Like eventually, you do get strained, you get fatigued, and you're like, this sucks. But throwing these on, look straight ahead, no strain. You can have your Switch, whatever, sit on your lap and game on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, like I said, I know some of it's probably repetitive talking of what I did because I have the tendency of doing that. If you like this kind of stuff, if you're watching me live on Twitch right now, I would greatly appreciate a follow. Uh, I may or may not do a stream today, not too sure. Um, so I'll probably continue on with some more of Days Gone. And if you're catching this after the fact on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate a like, share, and a subscribe. Trying to build my YouTube channel as well. And until then, I will see you all on the next video.